Hello, listeners, and welcome. 12-Sided Stories presents Otherworld London, an actual play RPG podcast that uses the 7th edition Call of Cthulhu system. We weave macabre, Gaslight-era tales of terror and suspense for your listening enjoyment. Our games are story-driven and rules-light. Now, our keeper for Otherworld London, Wes Otis.
All right, let's jump right in. We'll start with Terry.
Hi, I'm Terry Gamble. I don't even know, what are we doing? Oh, I'm Alize. I play Alize Carew on this show.
Which game are we playing? Where are we?
That's where we're at. We are in the 1890s era investigator. I see it. Okay, it's on my sheet here. And I'm a shopkeeper and former werewolf.
You can say that now. You can say former.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, for now.
The player formerly known as Werewolf.
Hi, everyone. Kelsey Osborne, and I play Maggie Cooper. And I honestly don't even know what's going to happen with Maggie now.
I don't even know.
See?
None of us know.
It's truly a mystery.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, I'm Mac Beauvais. I am playing Ethel Prendergast, and I don't know if I ever revealed what I wrote down for occupation for her. I literally just wrote down widow.
Professional widow.
That's a really good song.
And I'm Michelle Otis, and I play Eugenia Penbottom of the Lancashire Penbottoms.
Still the best name every time.
I know.
I just like saying
It
it.
makes me very happy every time you do.
I was actually cracking up because there's a scene between Godfrey and Eugenia in 18.
Yeah.
Or no, in 17, where she's like, you don't know their names. And he's like, well, they're not like us. And she literally says, well, Alize and Ethel are.
Womp womp.
It's so wrong, but
I'll be
so
in the
true
kitchen.
to the time period and the social class.
No, it's perfect.
Class.
Yeah. So the last time that we all got together.
Use guys?
The last time you guys all got together, the Utes were gone. Anyway.
What's a ute? I'm sorry, what?
So the last time we got together, you guys found out that Craggy had kidnapped Lucy and left a note. Ethel and Maggie went to the East End to find her, to get her back. And
Very calmly and collectedly.
Very calmly. And in the course, they got into a basically shootout with Liza, his main squeeze.
Yeah, I've always hated her.
And Craggy. Ethel was fighting Liza, and you were in a headlock with Craggy at the end.
Craggy.
Fighting
Come on.
Craggy. Meanwhile, after Alize is freed from the curse of the werewolf, she escapes. Her wolf chases her. She made an incredible roll of 3%. And got really
rolled
lucky.
Good
You
last
really,
week.
Yeah, you
I
did.
honestly, whenever it counted, I was like, what?
Yeah, I was the opposite. Whenever I wanted to do damage to you guys, I just missed, which was good for you.
It was really
worked, yeah.
specifically great for me.
Yeah, it really was. Next, you guys got together, and the new tree blew up through a building. Alize and Eugenia, you went and got the general. You actually witnessed one of the wolf people with the masks, not an actual werewolf, hunt down one of the bunny people, jumped on him and bit into his neck and the whole 9 yards in broad daylight, and people just walked by like it was no big deal. So that's obviously disconcerting. You guys, at the end of last episode, had gotten together at the house and had decided you were going to go check out the new tree and see what was going on. And Ethel and Maggie are missing. They're just not there. You guys don't know where they are, but of course, they're adult women. I'm sure they're doing something, fine. They're fine. They can take care of themselves as they shoot out in the East End.
In the East End. No big deal.
So Craggy's got Maggie in a headlock. That was the end of his turn. And Liza had shot her gun at Ethel.
We're inside the
You're
inn at this
inside
point,
the
right?
inn.
Yeah.
Now it is Ethel's turn. What would you like to do?
Not die.
I like that. I like that.
Can I not die for my turn?
Roll for it.
Anything's possible.
Okay. And Liza does not look worse for wear.
No, you guys, you haven't hit her yet. You guys haven't done any damage to her. So no. Craggy looks hurt because Craggy had taken 8 points of damage a few days earlier and just took 4 more while you guys were fighting. And so he's not looking all that great, but she is tip-top. I watched Snatch.
I just watched Snatch too.
So what do you want to do?
Well, part of me says I should try and shoot her, but the other part of me doesn't want to deal with taking down 2 people. The focus is getting Craggy to be
Right.
gone. I want to know if there's a chance that I could persuade her to fuck off.
You want to try to intimidate her?
I could intimidate her, or I actually have persuade.
You want to do persuade? Okay.
Yeah, got a 28.
I got a 73, so I failed. You tell me how you persuade her. What do you say?
My dear, you know that he is only going to leave you and is using you. You know that, correct?
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Stop stammering.
She's kind of shaking a little bit, and she drops her gun and runs out the front door. She's like, she kind of breaks down because she doesn't know how to respond.
Good.
Yeah, so she just books out the front door. Okay.
Love it.
So that brings us to you, Maggie.
Doing fine.
It's you're in his armpit. What do you want to do?
Okay.
You still have your knife in your
I
hand.
do still have my knife in my hand.
It's just not junk adjacent.
right. Unfortunately, it's not junk adjacent.
It could be if you believe enough.
If you believe. Okay, sorry. So he has me in a headlock, and I'm kind of just in his armpit.
Yeah, he's trying to crack your head.
Jesus, Wes.
He's an asshole.
He's just trying to pop your head off. No big deal.
Like you do.
Like one does.
He's practicing to be a chiropractor.
Yeah.
Not
It was
a good
really-
one.
Craigie has aspirations.
Chiropractors in the 1800s were real shoddy.
It's like the dentist in a Little Shop of Horrors. It's funny.
Okay, so I think I'm just going to try to stomp on his foot like as hard as I possibly can to get him
Okay.
to let go of me so I can kind of wiggle away from him.
Okay, that's just a brawl roll.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, we'll see. He says. That's just regular fighting. Okay. Ooh, 49 under my 50.
Awesome.
49 under my 50.
So you stomp really hard on his foot.
Just trying to crack those metacarpals. Metatarsals. There it is, metatarsals.
Okay. So yeah, he
I just
lets
kind
go a
of
little
wiggle
bit.
my head out from
You
underneath
wiggle.
him, yeah.
And you actually, Ethel, because she ran out, I'd imagine you've turned around at this point because everything is seconds. You see this happening, and because you're not engaged with another fighter at this point or another person, you can go ahead and fire if you want, or what would you do in this second that you have, because she's kind of loose, but she's not in a position to attack yet because she's still kind
I
of
imagine
recovering.
I've sort of like stomped and like slid out, and
Right.
I'm almost like falling backwards
Right,
because
yeah.
I just pulled so
And I'm sure
hard.
his focus is pulled to her
Oh, yeah,
at this
yeah.
point.
He's not-
How far away am I?
You're only a few feet away.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally going to try and squeeze off a shot.
Okay. Okay. So because you're so close, I'm going to give you a advantage. So you're just going to roll a second, and you take the whatever the
Lowest.
How's a 17?
Nice. Okay,
Noise.
And just for the record, I would have succeeded with my other dice roll as well, so not by a lot, but I do roll dice rolls that sometimes succeed. I just want the listeners at home to know.
That needs to be on
because some of them
record.
don't
On the
believe
record.
that. Some of them are like, we really worry about Ethel. Matt can't roll.
They should be worried about all of
No, I can, just not for this game.
Yeah, it's not been great.
So, what's your damage for that gun?
So that would be 7.
Okay. You shoot him, and it goes through the side of his jaw, up into the plate of his mouth, and then out through the other side. And he just stands there kind of stunned for a second, and then he falls over.
Warned you.
About a minute later, suddenly this ghost appears next to you, Ethel. A tall ghost with a pork pie hat. Am I dead?
I would say quiet.
Why am I still here?
Perhaps there's unfinished business, or perhaps you are just too stubborn to go.
He just stands there stunned. You don't see him, Maggie, but you notice that.
I hear Ethel responding.
Yeah, you hear the response. And you look down at him, and like all this blood is coming out of his head. Mm-hmm. And you realize that you probably don't have much time before people start showing up, because gunshots have been going out for a little while. And though it is the East End, people do come by and say, there's been more than 3 shots, so we need to check what's going on.
This is my
You
first time
all
seeing
right,
Ghost in a while.
dearie?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
since
it's
you've been on. So there's other people that work at Craggy's
Yeah.
shithole. So, has anybody like peeked their head in to like see what's
No.
going on, or everyone's
No.
like, none of my business?
Not everybody's in their room because it's not business hours right now. They're all in their rooms, and that's where they're staying.
Mm-hmm.
You know that more than likely he kept you downstairs, so
Mm-hmm.
he's probably got Lucy down there.
Yeah. So then I think he looks definitely dead.
Oh yeah, he's pretty dead.
I'm
I
still
killed
gonna,
him a lot.
Yeah, I'm still going to give his corpse a nice swift kick in the ribs just because.
Okay.
Before I run downstairs, trying to see if I can find Lucy.
Okay.
Because we need to get Lucy.
I imagine you kick and it just goes splurt.
Yeah.
Little
That's
extra.
fine. That's fine. Hey, you start this.
Anyway, so you guys go downstairs. Lucy's down there. She's not bound or anything, but she, obviously as a 13-year-old, she's been kind of told you have to stay here, and she's crying. So, oh, miss, I'm so glad to see you.
Lucy, are you all right?
He didn't do anything to me, but roughed me up a little. I'm okay.
He left you alone,
Yeah, down here, yes.
and he didn't send anyone down.
We weren't here for that long.
All right, darling,
It was
come on.
just this morning.
We're
that he
getting
took
out
me.
of here, all right?
Okay.
We're going to go upstairs. I want you to close your eyes.
Okay. So you guys leave, and you guys see people starting to come down Do you guys want to go out the back, or do you want to go out the front?
The back.
Probably the back. Is the ghost still lingering there too?
He's walking right next to you.
Oh, he's following me.
Yep. So what do we do now?
I assure you there's no we.
So before we... Oh, sorry. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I was just going to say, before we slip out the back door, I'm just going to call out, the monster's dead! If anyone wants to piss on his corpse, now's the time!
Okay. So you guys go out the back, and you make your way away. Okay. So, Alize, Eugenia, the General, and Benny are together at the house, and you've all decided to go out and find out what's going on with this tree and kind of investigate. Where do you take them to where this wolf, I don't want to say she-wolf, but wolf.
Yeah, because then every time I'll be like, yes.
So
She a wolf lady.
do you guys want to go to where the the eating happened or what?
Yeah, I'll show them where the attack happened.
I like
Poor
eating.
bunny person. I'll show them where the attack happened and I want to show them the new tree.
Okay.
That sounds rather pleasant. I want to show you a new tree.
No.
Middle of London.
There's animals running around? It's haunted.
That reminds me of like how we began. It was so sweet. Like we're gonna be these sweet ladies, just
We're just exploring
traipsing around London and looking, doing
Now I'm
witchy
shooting-
things and doing seances. And
Now
could
I'm
go
shooting a
wrong?
pimp straight in the head.
He deserved it.
how quickly things have changed.
So,
The one actual murder that Ethel has committed.
right?
No.
So you guys make your way down to where the attack happened. And sure enough, in the alleyway, there's this dead bunny that's just been gnawed on. His rib cage has been opened up, and a lot of his meat has been eaten, and he's just gone. I know. I said it. Said it in.
I like the reactions around the table right now as
Yeah.
Mac nods and smiles vigorously, and I look like I'm about to. And Kelsey's like unsure. And Michelle's like par for the course. Like she's unfazed. She's like, because she's
Here it
listened to you
is.
for years.
So,
The good bits are on the inside.
yeah,
Not all right.
there's a lot of iron in that liver. As you guys are looking at this, a person, a regular English gentleman, comes into the alleyway, and he goes, "Oh, there's a dead rabbit here. So that's too bad. Well, I'll be back. I know what needs to be done."
Well, is it to us? Does it look like a human with a rabbit mask?
To you guys, it looks like a human with a rabbit mask.
But to him, it looks like
He says rabbit. Do you
A
talk
rabbit.
to him?
Yes.
What do you say?
Hello, sir.
Oh, hi.
You said you see a rabbit here.
Yes, the rabbit.
Does he look like a man with a rabbit mask to you, or does he just look like a rabbit?
It looks like a very large rabbit, but not a man with a mask by any means.
So you can't see his full figure?
I see what I see. I mean, it's pretty
He's
bloody.
Not a large rabbit. He's a human who had a rabbit mask put on his face.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You don't have fever,
No, I'm perfectly well.
the vapors?
I'm actually doing the best I've done in quite a while.
Because that's a rabbit.
Thank you for letting me know, sir.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
make sure he's disposed of properly.
Oh, well,
Are
what?
you sure he's a rabbit and not a hare?
What's the difference? I've never understood the difference.
The hair's much larger.
Hares are quite a bit larger than rabbits.
Then I'd
Longer ears, longer legs.
I would say he's a hare. He's bigger.
Well, thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right. So he leaves.
I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me know was like the funniest. Okay, you idiot. Thanks for letting me know.
Thank you for mansplaining
Yeah.
this to me.
Okay, well, thanks for letting
We
me
do
know.
what we can in society.
It's just so
It's just her female hysteria acting out again.
Just acting
No,
up. Sorry.
Sometimes I'm crazy.
It is
I'm
funny.
well.
So he leaves. Benny goes, it's hard to believe no one else. Why are we the only one that can see? This doesn't make sense.
There are certain truths in this situation that are not always clear on who's bewitched and who's not.
The reason I asked if it was a rabbit or a hare, well, wouldn't it be strange? I mean, mad as a March hare?
Oh, like a tea party.
Or something, or just
Some sort of
madness, some sort of madness.
It could be madness. I agree with the general.
Oh, yes, I do as well.
The general goes over and kind of takes the end of the gun and pokes at it. So, what is the plan? This thing's just rotting in the sun right now.
Well, the man said he was going to go.
So, do you wait for the man to come back?
Oh, no. We're not hanging out here.
Okay.
We wait for no man.
Do we move the hair
No,
to inspect it, or do we think if the
Oh,
man
no.
returns, will
We
he
know
get
what
infected?
happened to the hair. We've no need to inspect it. I saw it myself. I wonder, is its mask still attached?
No. Its mask has popped off.
And he still looks like a hair to the man.
Yes.
Well, that's terrifying.
Actually, that's a very good point. Let's do sand checks, everybody. Well, except for you two.
I've done that in another
Benny and the
episode.
general.
We're not phased by murdering Craggy.
You really wouldn't be.
No,
I
I'm
missed
all right.
seeing ghosts.
You're fine.
it might be the
58
most,
underneath
might
65.
honestly be the calmest. thing
46
that's
into
happened
my
to me.
70. I'm perfectly fine with all of this.
We're
You're
doing
fine.
all right. We've seen worse at this point.
At this point,
I've seen worse.
it's all right.
It's all really old hat.
Okay, so we'll come back to you guys in a minute. Maggie and Ethel, you guys are making it your way through the alleyways. It takes you a little while to get back to the house.
I know all the back sneaky
Right.
roads.
You guys get there, and the house is empty except for Godfrey. Hello. Can I help you?
Yes, hello, Godfrey. Lucy has had quite the day. I would appreciate it if you've got one of the other ladies to come and give her a bath, please.
Of course, of course.
Make sure she gets fed as well. Thank you, Godfrey.
He just has this stymied look on his face, like, mother, okay.
I'm
Kinda-
so beneath him. I
He's-
love doing that.
He's like,
If not one orders from the likes of you.
if Mum wouldn't rip my head off, I would totally tell you to please remove yourself. So he kind of stomps off and takes Lucy with him. You guys check out the house and nobody's there. What do you guys want to do?
I wonder where they went.
Did they leave a note?
No.
And everyone's gone, right? General.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody's gone. Do you want to try to get Godfrey to tell you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, he tells you. He goes, there's some new tree that came up through a building, and
A new tree? Like a second tree?
yes, ma'am, you add 1 + 1 and you get 2.
Oh, thank you so much, Godfrey.
You are welcome.
I appreciate the lesson.
I'm here to serve.
Well, should we wait for them to come back, or should we try to find them?
I'm worried they will not come back. Quite frankly,
That's a reasonable concern.
we should go and have a look.
Okay, so you guys start going. What's this tree stuff?
Pardon me?
What's this tree stuff that you're talking about? I mean, if I have to follow you around, what's this tree stuff? Craggy says to you.
That's the piece of the puzzle I was missing.
I know, I was like,
Godfrey,
is that
fuck
Godfrey?
off.
We told you already.
Are you intending to continue following me?
Well, I seem to be drawn to you, unfortunately. Do you think I want to be here?
I certainly hope not. But perhaps you can be of some use.
Joy.
Ethel, do you mind if I ask who you're talking to?
You will not lack the answer.
Oh dear. Well, who is it? Are you seeing someone?
Are you seeing me, lass?
In what sense of the words do you mean that?
Okay, Ethel. So we all know you've seen spirits, but not recently. So do you think that some of your strength is returning?
Go on, tell her who's right next to you.
It would
I wanna
appear
see
so,
her
but
face.
I do believe that I am being punished.
What do you mean you're being punished? Are you seeing someone
She's-
like from your past or something?
It's going to take her all day to figure this out. You need to tell her.
It is a certain someone that we dispatched earlier.
Craggy goes right in front of her and waves his hand right in her face. See, she can't see I'm here.
Ethel makes a very rude gesture.
Ethel? Because it's coming through Craggy. I'm just seeing it.
Craggy gives you two fingers up like this.
I assure you, Miss Cooper, it was not intended for you.
Well, all right. Well, whoever's bothering you can bugger right off. We're busy.
I'm afraid that he may be of some use to us, especially if we cannot enter these churches as they were.
It's been a long time since I was used by a woman. That sounds fun.
I can't imagine why.
All right. Well, if you don't want to tell me who it is, that's fine. But I suppose we should go try to find
How
the
many
ladies.
people have we dispatched today that you can't put that together?
Oh, you said that we dispatched of today. Wait, today? Just today? Wait, you're seeing Craggy.
Let's watch the gaslight go on.
Craggy is now a ghost who seems to be haunting you. Is that what you're telling me?
In so many words, yes.
Oh, this is rich as a royal's shit, I tell you. All right, well, I hope that he's going to enjoy being around to see what I do to his old place.
Bugger. Okay, so you guys start heading towards this new tree, and sure enough, when you open the door, you see this gigantic second tree, and you head over there. You'll meet up about the time that you guys are like walking away from this corpse, because you know, if you don't want to get involved with the disposal of it necessarily, I would imagine. So
I mean, we can always just ring up graves, you know? Just be like, sup, graves, we got another body for you to dispose of.
I don't want to.
I don't do animal funerals.
I don't want him to touch this body.
Oh, yeah. This one seems...
yeah, this one seems a
Tainted.
little
Yeah, this one's
wrong.
This is suspect.
Right then, the four of you are finally back together, and you're heading towards this main tree. When you guys get over there, the first tree that you went to was a church. Like, there were people out front. He was passing out masks. This one has these small children, probably about between 5 to 7 years old. There's probably about 30 of them, or maybe even 40.
It's either adorable or terrifying.
All throughout the building and on the limbs of the tree, with mice masks on.
Oh no.
Just kind of looking down. They all are synced up together, so if one moves its head, the rest of them move. And they're all looking kind of down at you guys. And their eyes are glowing just a little bit. So they're kind of like, you know, all of one mind, it seems.
I don't like it.
Is there a doorway to the inner part of the tree, or is it just a giant tree with a bunch of spoopy mice children on it?
There's the building on the outside. There's a door that you can go into, and the tree is grown up around parts of the building. So you can actually go into the tree by going into the building.
Craggy, why don't you make yourself useful?
What do you want me to do?
Go and have a look inside of this tree.
Why?
Why not? What else have you got to do?
Plot.
Again, I remind you, you are dead.
But she ain't. Not yet.
And there isn't a thing you can do about it.
He goes, fine, I'll go in. And he walks in.
Oh, that's right. I should probably fill the rest of you in. I have good news and bad news.
Oh, it is quite good news.
Good news is I appear to be able to connect with spirits again.
That's wonderful.
Fortunately, the spirit that I have connected with is most unpleasant.
Who is it?
Who?
You might recall a certain, I hesitate to say gentleman, by the name of Craggy.
Oh, he's no gentleman.
Hence the hesitate to say.
Correct.
Ethel killed him. You should have seen it. His head basically exploded.
Oh my.
Rather glad I didn't see it.
As am I. However, I can't say I'm not glad. He came and tried to shoot up my house.
Yes, he did.
What a dreadful man.
Also my skull.
That's where all my china is.
Your skull?
Yes.
So he's an apparition that's communicating with you now.
A bit more than I would like, but yes.
Oi, lady,
Yes.
come take a gander.
Why?
It's weird.
Weird how? How would you be able to ascertain the grossness of anything?
He walks back out. Something living in there.
Is it a large thing? Is it a small thing?
It's like the base of the tree.
The base of the tree is living. Like the roots
Yeah.
are alive?
Yeah. See stuff in the bark. It's hard to explain. Just go in there and look for yourself. You're the witch, right?
I also do not have the benefit of being dead, so I can be killed. So
I don't see the problem with that.
I kind of figured you wouldn't. And I'll relay to the group what he said he has seen.
Is it an animal? Is it,
It appears to be the roots of the tree are alive in some manner.
You suddenly hear a noise, and you look up, and the journal goes, "Rrr." Looks up, and all the mice children have disappeared.
Oh, that's not good.
the children gone? Are they feasting again?
I
Or
look
being
around
feasted
behind
on.
me. Like, I look all the way around us to make sure I don't see any glowing little eyes.
Nope.
Where have they gone?
Is this normal for you people?
I am entirely unsure what is normal anymore.
Can I make a spot hidden check to see if I
Sure.
see the kids anywhere? Nope. They're gone! What's happened?
Should we all try? I would like to try.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just leave it to me!
No.
Looks fine!
That's why we
let's
have
go
a
in.
team. I also do not know.
I have an
80-something,
11 out of my
Like a
50.
90-something.
Wow, what'd
I
you
got
get?
43 under my 50.
Nice. You do notice that way off in the distance, you see something flying towards the tree. It's pretty far away, though.
It'd have to be pretty big for us to be able to see it then.
Yeah,
Is it a flock of something or it's just a large something?
it's just a large something.
That, I don't know. Something big coming towards that tree, that can't be good. No.
Mice would run from a falcon.
That does seem awfully large for a bird.
But if they're mice children, that could be a falcon person?
I think we ought to get inside.
Yes, I agree.
We're inside in a regular building.
In a regular building.
Okay.
Yes, definitely not
I'm not
that
going
tree.
in that tree.
I wanted to clarify. You guys run inside, and a few moments later, this huge thing lands on one of the branches, and it's probably 9 feet long with a wingspan of probably 20 feet or so. Of the wings are bat-like wings. It looks like a really deformed bird of some sort with a long snout and these crooked teeth, and
What kind of snout?
it's
Like a beak or a snout?
like a snout. Like it
Like a
looks
pig
like
snout?
not a pig snout, but kind of like a alligator snout almost. It's
okay.
longer,
Okay.
and
So it's more pterodactyl.
it's more pterodactyl.
Okay.
And its eyes are kind of offset and strange. I need you guys to make sand checks for me.
Anyway,
Nice.
now that I've described this beast, this horrific beast. Oh, Maggie doesn't like that.
Neither does
Oh, I did great. Just kidding.
I was gonna say, well, you've been to Otherworld, but never mind.
No, all right now.
None of us are safe.
I'm fine. 52 under my 70.
You still take 1 point.
How'd you manage that?
Well, sometimes stuff is so
Oh, I know. I mean,
weird that no matter
passing it.
All right, so we'll start with you, Ethel. You take 4 points of sand.
No, thank you.
Oof.
We'll go to you next. You take 7, Maggie.
Sometimes it hits you harder than others.
And Alizé,
Yeah. What I take 10?
5.
Okay, cool.
So
Take me away. Haha.
that means
Oh, goodness.
now you guys need to
Unhappy.
make intelligence checks. You need to roll against your intelligence, and you want to get over it.
Oh, boy.
Because if you get over it, it means that you don't quite understand everything you're seeing. And, this is only for people who have 5 or more, so you're fine, Mac. What'd you get, 7?
She got
You got 4.
Got 4.
She got 4, so you're okay. You don't have to make this
We got
roll.
5 and 7.
If it's 5 or higher, you have to make this roll.
Oh, I get it. 71 under my 80.
All right. You said I'm supposed to go above it?
Yeah.
81 over 70.
So you're okay. I mean, you still take the hit, but you don't get the same phobia that
Ooh, boy.
that Maggie's gonna get.
Existential doom.
It's the best kind of doom.
Is there any other kind of doom?
Doom, doom, doom.
Doom, 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 doom.
Maggie's going to
They're
gain a
doing
fear
a
of
new-
birds.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, Maggie, can you roll me a percentile and tell me what you get?
Yes. 31. That's gotta be good.
Bingo.
You suddenly,
Start uncontrollably screaming.
you start freaking out. Basically, you're developing a phobia of losing things because you've lost so much.
Oh, okay.
This actually makes sense for your
This
character.
makes a lot of sense.
So basically, it's the fear of throwing stuff out or hoarding.
Cool.
You're going to start collecting stuff because you're afraid of losing things.
Okay.
It's called, I'm going to spell it for you. It's dysposophobia, DISPOSOPHOBIA. So, and that's going to be something that you're going to keep that phobia for a little while until you get some help.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, you're just screaming. And the rest of you are standing there, and she starts screaming, and this.
And I'm clutching to both of the people that are next to me because they can't leave me.
Look at her.
Oh, I wish I could punch Craggy's ghost.
Ethel is going to try and give a firm slap across Maggie's face.
Fair.
To get her to stop.
The horrible creature looks towards the building. And you realize that this thing is looking into the window straight across from where you guys are at. And the general goes, "Oh!" and points like,
Get away from the windows.
okay. So you guys go back, and Benny grabs onto you and pulls you back.
Yeah.
And this thing flaps over just once because it's got these huge wings, and it slams its head into the building. And the windows all burst. And that's a good place for us to stop this episode.
And for those of you listening, that was not a sound effect. That was Terry.
Well, they don't call me pterodactyl for nothing. It's, I used to go up people at work. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I go up behind them and I go and grab their shoulders with my little pincer grip and go, "Ah, you got pterodactyl," and run away.
Oh, God.
That
It's
was
the best thing I've ever
I'm so glad you
heard.
appreciate it. Most people hate it.
no, okay.
I think it's hysterical.
Let me just tell you.
I thought it was too. But everyone's like, you're so special.
No, it's literally the best. I used to wander around pretending to be a raptor, so I relate hard to this.
How funny is it though? Because that was like one of my nicknames at work. They're like,
It's too
pterodactyl, you're
perfect.
coming through. And I was like, yeah.
When my family came to visit,
so
however many months ago, we went to the botanical gardens, and like it's kind of hard to get them like out and about and doing family things, and they wouldn't take any pictures unless we all pretended to be dinosaurs. So we have a family picture where we're all just like being dinosaurs. Because
funny.
sometimes you need to be a dinosaur.
Sometimes.
All of the time.
So
Personally, I'm going to go Dilophosaurus because it's the light's different.
Oh, that is very you.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the rattlesnake version of a dinosaur to be like, fuck with me, I dare
All I think
you.
of is that clever girl.
Clever girl.
So let's talk about Patreon real quick. Right now, we have a bunch of stuff coming out that's exclusive content. We're reading different stories from different authors, including Poe and Robert E. Howard. I'm doing a GM planning thing where I talk about different aspects of gaming. All of this stuff is on Patreon so that people get the most bang for their buck. So definitely go check us out. Just type in 12-sided story and we will pop up, and your support is greatly appreciated. And now let's get to social media. We will start with Pterodactyl Terry.
Hi, Terry Gamble here. What do I want? Oh, at the Terry Gamble. You can find me on the Instagram, the Twitter, and the Facebook at the Terry Gamble. You can also find me at Horror Movie Survival Guide, not horror movie survival guide. It's a scary movie podcast. Check it out if you like scary things. And we're also at 12-Sided Stories on Instagram now.
Yes,
just want to make sure you guys, if you haven't followed us yet, if you're on the Instagram, we'll be rolling out content there too for you guys.
Hi, everybody. Kelsey Osborne. I don't know why I said my name like that, but, there it is. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kelsey Kelsem. KelseyKelsem.
I'm Velocimactor. And you can find me online everywhere as at Strange Like That.
And I'm Michelle Otis, and you can find me on the Twitter and the Insta at Michulu. That's Michulhu.
And you can find me at Plate Mail Games. You can go to BattleBards or Drive Through RPG to check out the sound effects that you hear on this show, and you can put them in your own games. So thank you guys so much for listening. We will talk at you real soon. Bye.